It's day 9 of 21 Days with Jesus. And if you have been fasting and praying, I trust that you have experienced the wonderful presence of the Lord, as well as perhaps received some direction or help from Him during these special days. Keep on praying with faith and believing God is going to hear and answer your prayers. The theme for today is opportunities to share. And our theme comes from Colossians 4, verse number 3, which reads like this: praying at the same time for us as well, that God will open to us a door for the word, so that we may proclaim the mystery of Christ, for which I have also been imprisoned. Paul's writing to the Colossians, a church that is relatively new believers who have come to faith in Christ. And if you will take the time this day to read not only the theme verse, but perhaps to read Colossians 4, verses 2 to 4, the previous verse as well as the following verse, I think you'll see the context of what Paul has written here. In verse number 2, Paul challenges the Colossians to pray, and he encourages them to pray with a thankful attitude. But in praying for themselves, he recommends or asks them to pray for him and his ministry team as well. And his prayer is that God will open doors for them to do ministry. And if you'll notice the next verse, he says that he wants them to pray that God will help them to preach the message clearly and understandably. And so I'd like to encourage you today. Pray for yourself. Spend time in thanksgiving and worship and praise. Spend time in just worshiping the Lord and praying for your own needs. But then pray for others. I'd like to recommend you pray for missionaries around the world. If there are some that you know by name, I encourage you to pray for them. Pray for the nation where they are. I secondly encourage you to pray for pastors and churches in the area where you live. Again, pray for them by name. Pray for their church, that God will bless them, that God's Spirit will move powerfully, and that Christ will be glorified in those churches. Thirdly, pray for your pastor and the leaders of your church, but not only the pastor and leader, but pray for other believers in the church, that they will have open doors to share the gospel with people in your community. And as you pray like this, I believe God is going to be pleased, and He will surely hear and answer your prayers. Have a great day.